Afternoon, it's Dave Lindahl, and we're going to start another series today. We're going to call it the Road to 7,000. As you know, I own over 7,000 units right now. That doesn't count anything I've bought and sold. It's actually units that I currently own. And what I did is I took a camera crew with me over to some of my properties, some of the smaller ones when I first started out, and I'm going to take a camera crew to some of the larger ones that I have now. And I'm going to show you some of the deals that I did on the road to 7,000 units. And those are the deals that have given me the experience to share with you so you can go out and do the same thing and do it safely. So the first one I'm going to show you is a property, a six-family that I actually still own in Brockton. I've owned it for a number of years now, and this is actually in kind of a C-minus neighborhood. It was actually one of the first drive-thrus in Brockton, because up on the second floor there's a porch. You'll see us scan the building. You'll see a porch on the second floor, and people used to drive up there, throw money up, and they used to throw drugs down, and so they used to drive away. So it was one of the original drive-thrus. Now, you don't have to buy properties like that to be successful, but that's just one of the deals I did on my road to 7,000. So enjoy the first one. All right, here we are with another edition of On the Road to 7,000, and this is one of the units that got us there. This is a six-family property, and I actually still own this property. I've owned it for almost 12 years now, and this property has a story to it, because when I first bought it, they were selling heroin on the first floor, crack on the second floor. They were selling weed over here on the first floor. I don't know what they're selling over here, but up on the third floor, there was a little old man and a little old lady up there. And I told them that if they gave me 6 months, I would clean this place out, and I would make it into a nice property. And I was buying it real cheap because the previous owners, three of the last 5 years, there were three different owners, and nobody could make a run at it. And I'll never forget the day that the day after I bought the property, and I was coming down this stairway right here. And as I was coming down this stairway, this woman comes flying out this door, and she's like, you could tell something was up with her. And she said, she looks at me, she goes, oh, she says, "You the new owner?" And I was like, no, I'm the new manager, because you never tell me you're the owner. You always tell me you're the manager, you know. So I said, no, I'm the new manager. And she goes, well, who owns it now? And because, you know, I told you three different owners owned it over the last 5 years, and I couldn't get the drugs out of here. So I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit nervous. So what I said is, and thinking off the top of my head, I said, well, as a matter of fact, ma'am, a Boston police officer just bought this property, and he bought the one across the street, and actually that's where they're setting up the camera and the tripods, and scan right up there to those top windows. I pointed to those top windows up there, and I told her that's where they were setting up the cameras and the tripods, because they thought there were people dealing drugs. Switch back over here. So I said, so I thought they were dealing drugs, so they were going to get them. And I said, have you seen any drug dealing? Well, her eyes opened real wide, and she said, oh, no, there's no drug dealing here, no drug dealing here. She went back into that first floor apartment, and within 30 days, I had the entire building clean of drugs. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Is that thing off?
It's not off.
I just want to check my mail.
Okay, go ahead.
Check on my camera. Is it on TV?
No, it's not. This is not TV. Are you guys happy tenants?
I'm happy. I like living. Yeah.
Yeah. How is living here? Is it nice?
Yep. I don't know.
They take care of you?
Yep.
Yep. Maintenance guy does his thing?
Yes, it does.
Yep.
Why, someone complain?
No, not necessarily.
Do you work for TV? Or what?
No. I actually represent the management of the management company. I know Rob.
Oh, well, I work for Rob. I take care of this building.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, he mentions you all the time. Another example of happy tenants. So I had the building all cleared out within 30 days. No drugs. And that worked so well that I tried it actually at another building. This is obvious. Hey, scan over there. We're filming. Is there anything you want to say on TV? Again, we get some more happy tenants. They're just all around this place. This is obviously a C-minus area in Brockton, but you know, sometimes you make a lot of money in these C-minus areas. Doesn't mean you have to be in a C-minus area and have C-minus tenants to make a lot of money. No, you can make a lot of money in C's and B's as well. But this is just one of the buildings on how we get started on our road to 7,000. This is what has given me the experience to share with you, to show you what to do and what not to do. So there's another example of on the road to 7,000.